Okay, the first question for section A was about this print advert for Sported, and it asked for 2 marks, identify 2 aspects of the design or layout in this advert. The first thing I would have said was that there is a heavily cropped image that is repeated 3 times. And the second thing I probably would have said is that there is an anchoring text that goes with each image, which is on a red tint box. And then when you start to think about why these techniques were used, well, the first thing you would probably want to comment in, and we're looking for 8 marks here, the same image has been used 3 times, exactly the same image. Why is that? Well, one reason is that it will attract the attention of the person who's looking at the advert, and the other is that it sets up a mystery or an enigma as to why these 3 images have been used. And also, it persuades you to read the anchoring text, and you can tell that the text is different because it's like a sort of a short, it gets shorter as the advert goes on. So you know it doesn't say the same thing 3 times over, but because of the size of this text, you'd want to go closer in and look at it. The other thing to say about the image is what's actually in the content of the image. It's somebody crying, it's somebody with a pained expression on their face, it's somebody who is clearly in some sort of distress. And so because we naturally read from the top and from the left to the right, the first thing we're going to look at is 2011 arrested for drug possession. So we can see that that anchors the image. The second thing, 2012, that's 1 year later, scored his first goal. The idea is we're supposed to again connect that image with the anchoring text. And finally, 2013 passed his GCSEs. This is the idea that the tears could be tears of joy. So I think that you could get 8 marks by talking about those things, and you could perhaps say a little bit more about the text. Red is a colour which demands attention. White text on a red background is going to be visually striking. And also, excuse my cold, the fact that it's in this particular layout, read number 1, read number 2, read number 3, and also the way it's been laid out on a diagonal there is going to encourage you to read on. And then the final things that you're going to look at is the actual sponsorship and message of the advert. Sport can change everything.